Hello, Albsterz, and welcome back to Alb and Mike on the mic. This is episode 3, and we are joined by two very special guests, Robbie and Jake from TEABREAK. They have their own YouTube channel.
Special needs. You have to say it right.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Hello.
How's it going? I'm Robbie.
And I'm Jake.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm very grateful to be having you on, and so is Michael as well. Really, really grateful.
It's good to be here. It's long overdue. Long overdue.
Yes. To say the least.
We've been planning this for like months, and they have their own podcast channel as well. If you want to go check that out on TEABREAK, link in the description if you want to go check that out. They do podcast skits, and that's one of the first things I want to talk to you about is the short films and like stuff that you're into and what you're doing.
Big stuff coming. We'll tell you that. Yeah, we've got a few sketches and such planned now. We've done a day in the life of TEABREAK, as you've probably seen.
Yep.
But yeah, we've literally just yesterday. So you come home, didn't you? You had a
we always just sort of come up with sketch ideas because we like doing we do gameplay and stuff like that, but really we prefer to do our sketches.
That's
like
where
live
our
action
heart
stuff.
lies really with the channel. It's like we want to move on to doing some more sketches and stuff. But I suppose the biggest thing at the moment is budget. So we've got ideas, but some require props and costumes and such. So we're trying to minimize our sketch ideas at the moment and release some sort of basic ones that don't require all this stuff whilst we're building an inventory for the bigger stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
You could have like a GoFundMe or stuff like that, or a Patreon that you could say if we get these things, then we can make big and better films. If people can support,
we would.
Yeah, I think that's like a
later day thing.
Plan.
Yeah, we don't feel confident at the level we're at.
Yeah, we want to promise content and show content before we start asking people for money.
So people know we're reliable. We don't want to be like, oh yeah, here's GoFundMe for some random channel that no one knows.
Yeah, exactly. Or just asking for money when we've not released enough. It's there's people who put big money into games and they've not showed much, and then the developers normally do a runner with the money. I mean, look at Daisy.
Don't you dare talk shit about Daisy.
There you go, exactly.
That was very promising. Very promising.
So yeah, that's just sort of.
I spent 50 quid on that game and never downloaded it.
Yeah,
really?
Did yourself a favour, really.
I played Daisy for the first time the other day. Properly.
Yeah.
It was.
Well,
yeah, it's walking simulator, isn't it? Really, it's
just
the only good thing about it is that it was kind of funny when someone rolled up and robbed me of my shoes.
Dude, that's sad. The fact that the funniest bit, the best bit about that game is being robbed.
Yeah,
I literally remember.
I remember the first time I played it. Literally, all I did was go on, find a rotten zucchini, and somebody killed me to take it. That's it, a rotten fruit. You just think, right, well, I'm glad I played this for 3 hours to get shot in the back of the head.
No,
respawn.
It was free, and that's why I played it. And I spent an hour running around, and then I died 4 times because of various problems, like
breaking your ankle.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
That's a thing.
And then the game is punishingly realistic.
Oh, it's super realistic.
You'll just starve to death. You're poisoned to death.
Yeah.
You say you kill another person and you eat their flesh, you'll just get an illness, and you'll
get
die that as well.
Yeah.
Let's say
if you jump over a balcony or something and land, you can snap.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
did you ever play the mod where it was the armor mod? Before its actual release, because it was a mod before. It was a full game just off armor.
Really?
And if you walked off a curb into the road, sometimes the game would just glitch and it would count as you falling, and you just break your ankle. And you would just have to crawl and then just get killed.
Yeah.
It's very punishing.
Yeah, I spent an hour dying constantly, and then I spent another hour actually understanding it.
Yeah.
Somewhat. And then I finally got a few cool bits together, enough to be able to kill things and try to progress. And then people roll up on me and they're like, what have you got? What have you got? What have you got? And there's 3 of them. I'm like, nothing. And they're like, all right, well, give us your shoes. And I'm like, all right. And I gave them my shoes. And they're like, okay.
Not the Jordans.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, you can go. And I was like, oh, all right. And they actually let me go in exchange for my shoes.
And then you went home and actually played Daisy.
Yeah.
I was just on his way home.
So what happened in the game?
And then at one point, I managed to. The only time I managed to get anywhere proper is when I found an abandoned dead body with loads of guns and stuff on them.
Oh,
And then the server reset 5 minutes after I.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to say that's the fun thing about that game is you spend like the start of it like being chased down, being killed for your shoes and whatever, and you feel like you just want people to leave you alone. You're friendly, but as soon as you find a gun, you automatically become that person.
Yeah, you're like,
so, right, I've got a gun there. Give me shoes.
Jesus.
Oh
I think that's just got a bit. I've got a bit of a power complex.
Yeah, just
when
a
it
little.
comes to those games.
I would be like, I'll help people, but you like, I want to fucking kill everyone.
Shooting just for shoes.
I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I do stuff like that all the time. That's why I don't get too annoyed when people do it to me. I'm like, I can
that's
be you right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but if
get
David's
that.
turned, I'll be gun to your head.
Yeah.
Do you remember Albie? Do you remember Rust?
Oh fuck! I was just about to mention. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
God.
We spent all night fucking raiding this person, doing stuff, causing terror, and then we come on the next day and it's all gone and it's all blown up. But the most funniest thing,
we literally, me and Rob literally had this conversation like 2 nights ago. We was like, I'd like to play Rust, but there's 2 things that stop me really. It's the super toxic community and the fact that when you go on, you build something, you steal something, you close it, you get it all in a chest, and then you go on the next day and some naked guy with a rocks bash down your door and take it out and killed you in your sleep. Well done.
The game has this level of like, it doesn't matter who you are, you can absolutely ruin anyone's day.
Yeah. That's what I used to go on just to upset people. That was literally it. Just
like me and Albie were naked with rocks, and there was this huge fortified base with and they clearly had guns and everything. It was they had like machine guns like outside, like to target people, and we found like a blind spot and a little area with a bit of wood, and we spent I think 8 hours coming back and forth while we're doing our own stuff, knocking down their wall and then stole everything.
That's the best thing to do. I mean, I've only ever played Rust differently one time where I literally built like a 1x1 shack and put on outside a sign saying I was a bard. And literally people on the server would just come up to me and just give me supplies to go and just go mentally in a guitar in their place and then kill me after.
Oh my God.
Literally, just respawn and just give me supplies.
So I've never really played it. So a lot of the game resides around you being naked, right? And ruining people's day.
Yeah, you got to survive, build up, get as much loot as you can.
Right.
But it's the in-game chat, I think it's just the best. You try and...
So you're telling me that you're naked and ruin people's days. So they've made a game about my love life.
Yeah, but the funniest thing about the funniest part about it is the in-game mic, because it's like you down them, and if you down them as a naked person, you always walk up to them, and all you hear is their mic come on really poor quality, like, and they die, and it cuts them off. You fucking shit, I'm dead.
That is the funniest thing about those types of games, is just people being completely ridiculous.
Yeah, they chart. I want to bring this thing up to you guys, because like we got into playing Minecraft again recently, and Robbie bought a realm. And I just want to get your guys like point on this, because I never really played Minecraft, and I went on to it, and I was playing a server where some people were playing survival and I was playing creative, but I wasn't being destructive to their like playthrough or anything.
So I'm going to jump in real quick. The base of it was me and Jake we would call ourselves the gods, and they would we would fly around and create it, but we wouldn't. We always made a rule that we wouldn't purposely ruin, because they're playing survival and they're playing seriously. Yeah. So we wouldn't give them an advantage. We wouldn't destroy any of their shit. We would just basically build monuments to us. Okay. The most egotistical gods there are.
Yeah.
So we would just complete out of their way pretty much.
You bought a realm and then hosted it to random strangers.
No. They were our friends in our Discord.
Yeah.
And more people sort of joined as others joined. But anyway, I was playing in this, and I built a structure. I'd built a tower, and when I come on next, they had demolished it all. And I just want to get your take on this, because Minecraft, right, is a game about cubes. just cubes, just blocks. They destroyed it because it was hindering their view. Now, if you find that as ridiculous as I do, because I think that's a game about blocks and views.
I think the best part about this is the person that complained about it ruining their view has a shader pack that doesn't allow them to even see that far where the tower is.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
has like fog. He has like fog in the distance. And it covered up the tower.
Yes, so
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd go
Yeah,
down
like,
and
What's your
spank
like
his
views
ass.
on it?
I'd go down on it. I'd blow up his house.
I was tempted to, but then added on, I had built a Subway and a KFC, and they wanted it moved because it was again ruining their view. So I blew it up, and then they sent Robbie a message saying that I was blowing up their stuff. No, hang on, this was my stuff. But yeah, so needless to say, Minecraft was the fun of that was kind of ruined for me. And I just find it ridiculous that a game about blocks can ruin someone's view.
Yeah.
So just open your window and look outside in your real life. There you go. You can have a view then.
Oh my god. I was going to say, if he has like a front door or anything, and as you're the god to the servers, you can add anything, I would just put bedrock all over his front door and everything so he can't get out or anything.
Well, I did dig a few pits that just fall out of the world. I just took the bedrock away and everything, so they can just fall straight through if they want to go in it. But,
oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like... I'm definitely not like bitter about it. More than anything, I was just confused. I was like, oh
Yeah, he's
I
been
don't
so
get
anal
it,
about
but-
it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, quite so.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, what other games are you playing at the moment? Other than Minecraft.
we're playing Siege. I think that's about it. Really,
Everybody's playing Siege again.
we've been playing it since release. Like
Oh my
we
God.
bought it on release day. And I've bought like the season pass every year. The amount of money I've invested into that game is unreal. Like I'd hate to know how much money I've put into it.
You definitely ain't put any more money than Zachary's put into Fortnite.
Oh, how much has he put into
God.
that? Oh, don't.
Can he do
I
the
don't
funny
know, like
Fortnite
500
Do
quid.
we have digits? Do we have digits on how much?
Like 500 quid, probably, something like that.
Oh, that's baby talk.
Yeah, I mean, like look at our League of Legends account.
Jesus Christ, I'm scared.
I would hate to know.
Our friend Luke has found a website that tracks how much money you've spent on your League of Legends account.
He put like nearly $2,000.
He's put nearly
into it.
$2,000. I'm scared to see how much I put on. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely don't want to.
And it's just for skins. It's not a benefit.
Yeah,
or
you don't
anything.
get a
It's-
game benefit or
yes.
anything. It's just like skins that don't even look that good.
No,
Like,
yeah, exactly. On
you
a
get-
top-down, like zoomed-out game, is what's the point? But then you justify, I spent 15 quid to get a cool recall animation.
yeah.
Well,
That's gonna be it.
I'm laughing about it, but as if I don't do it. I definitely do.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I was about to say, how can you spend that much in League of Legends? Is it just
Because
skins?
it's just skins. There's so many champions, and it's
Yeah.
just all skins.
I don't know. It's just like it's just like that's a nice skin.
Yeah,
like
that is literally it. You log on, and then they're like,
Uh,
they release a skin that's just like
I guess
Star
I
Guardian.
guess it's not that different from the fact that actually is a little bit different, but it's not that different from the fact that I spent about $3,000 on a collection of anime figurines over like a year.
Were they good figurines? I mean, I've done.
I have-
similar.
I have one here. This is, I don't know if you think this is nice.
Is that Lilith? Is that?
No, this is
Because
the.
it's pixelated.
Oh, is it? Am I pixelated on your screen, Albert?
Yeah.
It's quite how ironic that he's brought something anime onto the screen and his screen becomes pixelated. It just knows. It fucking
It's
knows.
censoring itself.
It's the.
FBI's watching.
Have you seen the show That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime?
I know
Heard
of it,
yeah.
but I've not watched it.
It's the main character of that. I forget the name.
I thought the main character of
escapes
that
me.
was a slime.
Well, no, I guess that figurine's a little bit of a spoiler. It's good that it pixelated.
I mean, yeah.
It's a spoiler,
That's why I
it's a
censored it.
spoiler filter.
It's a weird looking slime.
Me and my big mouth. But yeah,
Yeah.
I can sympathize. I mean, I've spent lots on anime figures as well. Like I've got a Spike Spiegel one that is like my pride and joy. But I got the last one from Japan, but it cost me like 200 quid. So
Oh,
yeah.
the most expensive figurine I've bought is, and it wasn't even meant to be. It wasn't even meant to be as expensive as it was. I paid in England, it was supposed to be about 150 quid.
Yeah.
But I found it in America for like the equivalent of $90.
Oh,
Sorry,
right.
the equivalent of £90. I mean.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And then they stopped it in customs and made me pay the difference.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So-
criminal.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
unfortunate.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're bastards with that.
I'd say I've been trying to buy a collectible for Robbie for ages. It's because he likes Monster Hunter. You've got like your Monster Hunter collectibles, and what's your favorite one? It's the
Nagakuga.
yeah, but it's like the silver wing one.
Silver and Nagakuga.
Yeah, that's it. Like, there's a figure for that, but it is like the one ring of collectibles. You never get it anywhere.
Yeah, so I don't really
saw that.
collect any collectibles. The only collectibles I do collect is probably the Monster Hunter, like the statues one. They're like, they come in like it's a mystery box, and it's a mystery box of a set of like, it's like Series 7 mystery box, and they'll be like, there'll be 15 monsters, but it's a mystery, so you don't know what you're getting.
They're like a
Oh.
good quality Kinder Egg.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
yeah,
Quite literally,
like-
just without the
yeah.
fucking chocolate, which sucks. 'Cause I would die if they added chocolate. They just like added chocolate on top of it. It's like, oh, yeah, here you are.
Have you
Email them.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I've got an idea for your product. You may have heard of it.
Capcom, I know you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but
Yeah,
think of this: Kinder Egg, Monster Hunter figurine.
spice it up. Put some dark chocolate on it, then Kinder can't copyright it.
Yeah,
Have you played the Switch Monster Hunter?
yeah,
forget
dude.
What,
Monster Hunter,
Jen?
Generation, yeah.
Monster Hunter
Yeah,
Generations,
we've both got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to play that off the back of being told that it was like had a likeness to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh,
And-
I've got that. That's a good game.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably my favorite game of all time since I played it. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Oh,
Like, I
damn.
might go back to it and be like, oh, I don't know. But at the moment, it's left something with me that I've never got from any game because I'm a proper weeb. I love JRPGs and I love like tactical combat that doesn't just go,
Oh,
oh,
for
fuck
sure,
it.
yeah.
I like tactical. The thing is with tactical combat, I like it. But when they go, oh, fuck it, we'll make it turn based. Like, I don't like that. I like tactical combat that allows you to move around and do stuff.
So you prefer the remake of Final Fantasy VII, do you, over the original?
Oh.
I mean, I haven't played it, but I
you
probably-
haven't
played it?
You said that was some vicious.
Sorry, I love the
Holy-
original. I like the remake as well. I mean, I've not
Okay.
played it, but I've watched it. But yeah. But sorry, go on.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
I've played on his
played-
back as he said it.
I haven't played the original.
Oh, right, yeah.
Properly. I played a little bit of it, and I haven't played the new one. But I know I'd prefer the new one. If I'd play
Yeah.
both, I'd prefer the new one. I
the
like a
knife
good
down.
mixture of like highly tactical timing, but
Hmm.
also aiming your attacks and moving around.
So
Um,
I was going to say, I'm just assuming you've played Final Fantasy games. I don't know why. Did you play Final Fantasy 15?
no, I haven't, but I have it on PS4 right there. I haven't played
I was
it
going to say you'd probably enjoy that then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally the same. You can have like a mode. There's two types of combat modes that you can set in the options. One is like, it's just like the time is moving normally, attacks are going crazy, and then you're doing like attacks and stuff whilst
Yeah.
building up a bar to do special moves. Or you can activate the tactical mode where time basically goes to like a standstill if you stop moving, so you can plan your attacks.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
if
that
you stop
sounds
moving.
cool.
but
that
it's
sounds
all
cool.
still like real time. So it's like, it's not like you pick your attack. It is still like you're playing the game normally. But yeah, when you stop moving, it stands still just so you
Yeah.
can make like the
think,
most
like, what's
anime-esque
happening?
fight you can.
Quite
Like,
literally, yeah.
yeah,
Like
that's the
things
whole
are flying
point.
by, you stop, you stand still, and you're like, "Oh, what's my next move?" It's like it's
Yeah.
literally like a scene in anime where like the time freezes. Like, all right,
Yeah,
this is my next
like
step.
JoJo.
Quite literally, yeah, like JoJo. Yeah.
Have either of you actually played Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
I played. What one did I play? I played the one that came out for the Wii U.
Oh,
you know that one?
That's number
That is-
one.
Oh, that's the
Is that
first
number
one.
one?
Yeah, and I loved the soundtrack to that game. I never finished it, but I did really enjoy it.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the only one I've played because apparently you can play 2 first. So I did.
Oh,
I want to play 1, but it hasn't. Well, it has now, but at the time it hadn't came out on the Switch, because it was the third remaster they've done.
Right,
yeah.
And I wanna get on that, but Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is quite a bit different. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is likened to like Final Fantasy 12.
Oh yeah,
Like
okay,
in
yeah.
the way it's kind of like that, and it's really cool because there's just a lot to it. And
Oh, okay.
on top of that, the fact that it's like weeb chaos. I love it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, like my favorite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, because it's like a really anime-esque game, but it's got a really good dark story to it. But also, anyway, I was going to say, your take on, you said you played Monster Hunter Gen. Like, what is your take on that?
I couldn't really get into it, to be honest.
Do you know what? Robbie loves Monster Hunter, and the thing for me is I think it's a great game, but I just think it's too complicated in the
Both
menus.
of you are on thin fucking ice right now.
They don't explain it to you, and there's so much to it, like unbelievable amounts of like making stuff, and like you have to get crafting items and that. But it just doesn't tell you where to get it. Like I spend more time on the wiki than playing the game.
Oh my god!
So it's like, but don't get me wrong, it is super fun. The hunting aspect of it, I love.
That reminds me.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
That reminds me of like RuneScape back in the day.
Yeah,
just you're only ever on like a website somewhere asking people how to do something.
Yeah,
because the game just goes, we're just going to make this look really easy and then hide these overly complicated concepts.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite literally,
and then you're gonna have no fun whatsoever until you're a master at the game.
Yeah, I say I've got an interesting story about RuneScape. I used to be really into it, like back in the day when I was quite young, and then I got my older brother into it, and I remember I sort of taught him the ropes, and this is like the ultimate like backstabbing story of RuneScape. Like I told him this.
Bearing in mind, this basically set Jake onto a path of tragedy.
Yeah, I had an account called Devil 12 Boy because I was like 12 at the time. And
you were a boy.
Yeah, and I was a boy.
You weren't even old enough to play it. I'm pretty sure you had to be 30.
Yeah, exactly like that. But
fucking breaking the law.
I loved it, and I used to play it for hours. And then my older brother was like, "What's this like game you're playing? It looks shit." So I was like, "Oh, go make your account. I'll show you how to play it." He got hooked instantly, and he played it all the time. And we shared a computer. And I remember this went on for about months, just playing the game between us. And I remember coming downstairs one day, and he's on the computer, and he's got members items. And I was like, how did you get that? And he was like, "Oh, Mum and Dad have made me a member." So I've been asking them for months, and then I go and ask them, and no, of course, only he's allowed to be a member because he's older. And then to make it even worse, some random guy who must have known me on a friends list or something, because I got a very high level account, walked up to my brother in game and said, "Give me your brother's password or I'll hack you." So he did it. Just gave him my password, gave him my account, and I remember just walking up to him and going, "Bill, if he was going to do that, he would have just hacked you. He would have just hacked me. You just gave him my password because he just said he could hack me." And then that was it. That was the end of my RuneScape career. My older brother got his membership, got stabbed in the back, and guess what? Only a month ago, he got banned for botting. He played it for years. Years. Nearly level 99 and everything, and then he just botted it, and I just thought, so you're not even playing the game, you're just watching it.
Did he? Yeah, I don't understand botting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Clearly ridiculous in every game.
In a way, yeah. That's a whole different topic.
But he was doing it just to level up because he would always be like, "Oh, look, I'm level 99 this," and it's like, right, but you're not playing the bloody game, so what's the point?
Did he play RuneScape like back in the day and then
old school? Yeah.
So I presume he's been banned for botting on RuneScape 3. Has he moved over to old school RuneScape, the re-release of the game?
Yeah, he's been moved back to the old one. Yeah.
So he went back to the old one. He went because they re-released the old one, didn't they? For veteran old school players, because they changed, they reworked it, didn't they? And obviously they were like, they wanted to release the old one.
Because I tried playing not too long ago. Oh, so did Rob. Yeah, and it was just again too complicated for me now. Yeah. It's just too much to it.
Yeah.
I tried into it.
Yeah, that he did, and he was pathetic.
Fake shrimp. No, there were fake shrimp. There were fake trees. I couldn't get into it, and all I was doing was hitting
shrimp and fake trees.
Yeah.
No, look, listen. What happened is I was like, right, I'm going to show you I'll show you how to cut a tree. Couldn't be more simple.
Yeah.
Finds the only tree in the whole of the starting area you can't cut down. That's the. Then he gets hung up why he can't cut this tree, and I'm like,
listen. I'm playing this game for free. I want to cut this tree now. It's terraforming the land, for God's sake.
And then
I want to destroy the environment
because because he was mid chat, like he'd gone to send a message to someone and then didn't actually send it. When he tried to fish for shrimp, it didn't come up with the box that would go, how many shrimp, like how do you want to catch one?
Yeah,
do you want to catch multiple? So he's just sitting there trying to catch shrimp. He's like, can't catch shrimp either. And I'm like, how have you run into all these issues? Like,
every issue possible. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit.
He's picking apart the lore of RuneScape.
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate bug tester for RuneScape.
He goes broken. He goes shit.
Yeah, he's gonna boot open the doors to like Jagex or whatever it is HQ with a load of, like a bookcase full of like.
This is how you play a game.
Yeah, like, boys, I've written down everything wrong with your game. Rule 1, I can't chop down that tree.
Rule 2, I can't catch purple shrimp whilst talking.
What's the point? Fake shrimp, fake tricks. Destroy the game. Get rid of it.
Run into the fucking studio with a fish and fucking twigs. Just fucking that fish.
What is this? They should be ashamed. All of it.
While just wearing a pink thong and high heels, fucking have that.
there's
Whack on your Karen haircut.
You'd like to speak to the manager.
You just ring their doorbell. They look at like the security webcam. You just stand there staring at the door webcam, going like wearing your Karen headgear with a fucking shrimp and a fucking axe. Going,
yeah.
I want to speak to your mother.
Don't let him in.
Come on, let me in. You know what you've done.
He's back again.
It's the 10th time
He's
this
back.
week.
Police round. Our police.
It gets to a point where he becomes like the vigilante of testing.
Gains a
And then-
following of people that are
Yeah.
upset that you can't cut down the tree.
like they deal with that, and then like 3 weeks later, he's just back like, I found another tree.
Guess what,
I'm
guys?
going around
I
finding all
can't
the
move the
trees.
castle, and that's you know what? That's a bit of a joke if you think about it.
You ruined my immersion.
See, I want to put Lumbridge on top of Varrock. Merge them.
Just have a ladder to go up to the other one, guys. It's an innovative idea.
Yeah, what
We'll
Sword
just-
Art Online?
We'll
Like
just
that.
We'll just make it Aincrad, like Sword Art Online. Just I want everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
tower.
just a big tower.
of
Yeah.
cities. I don't want to have to walk anywhere.
Fucking hell.
I want a button that when you press it completes the game.
Why am I not level 99 in everything already?
Yeah.
I want to log in like that.
I'm meant to be the hero of this story.
Yeah. Right, just sign over the company to me.
It's already been agreed. Just do it.
We've done it, boys.
Yeah. I'm just going to remake Club Penguin with the RuneScape engine.
That's back.
Wait, Club Penguin's back?
Yeah, it's back.
Really?
Wait, what?
Again,
Yeah.
I had
for the
no
fourth
idea.
time.
I've just seen Jake's like life like come.
Dude,
Like,
I'm
his
playing Club
body's just like
Penguin.
risen from the grave. Like Club
Again,
Penguin's back.
another story of that, of how my older brother got me off that.
No. come on, no.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Not again.
Yeah, literally, this one's short. Literally, just playing Club Penguin, being a kid, having a whale of a time. My brother just comes in and types in a very
F-word.
bad word, an F-bomb, and yeah, instantly banned.
I thought he was about, I genuinely don't know why. I thought he was about to say like someone characters to give your brother's account or I hack you again. It's the same guy from RuneScape.
Level 12 penguin.
Just
Oh,
wake
shit,
up your
here
bed
we
in
go
like
again.
cold sweats and nightmares.
Missed that gun. I wonder where it is now. I wonder it's deactivated.
Oh, for sure, dude.
God.
Every online
I
game, you're
had
just
like
shaking. You're just quivering. Like, no, not again, please. Don't.
All I ever did in Club Penguin is make pizzas and play card jitsu. That was my life.
That was it. Yeah. I remember just getting like super excited about joining these like the ninjas. That was the most exciting thing you could do on that game.
Closest
Well,
thing to a
but the-
cult.
Yeah.
There actually was a game that was a mixture of RuneScape and Club Penguin. It was called Adventure Quest. Did any of you play
Yeah,
that? That
Adventure
was
Quest.
brilliant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Brilliant.
Didn't that start? Was that the one that started as like a 2D like
Yeah.
side scroller? Of
Yeah,
like
Pretty
so
much, yeah.
Adventure
you had to like
Quest-
click and fight animals like with
Yeah.
abilities and that, and you could get little pets.
Adventure Quest existed, and then they made Adventure Quest Worlds, which was an MMO about Adventure Quest. And like you said, it was just like it was made in PowerPoint.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
But as a kid, it was the best
It was
PowerPoint
great,
presentation
yeah.
you've ever seen.
What's
Yeah.
it about? I've never played it.
it's literally just like
It's just
like,
another
It's
RuneScape.
like what's the word for it? Yeah, you just like level up and like kill
It's
monsters
just
and
quests.
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff.
you know,
Yeah.
it's any other MMO, but with the
Yeah.
gimmick of it being side scroller. But you can like move towards yourself or away from yourself. Like so, it's technically 3D, but you are just like paper. It's like
Yeah.
Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
2.5D where you can go like forward,
Yeah.
but it's mostly side scroller. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. It's
God, how easily we was impressed by games.
Oh,
back in
Flash
the day.
games
Like,
back in the
my
day. Bit
God.
swords and sandals and that, you know.
sword
Sandals.
Crusader!
That
What the fuck?
that
Let's never do that again.
People are thinking like we're charting a cult.
I feel really sad that I did that.
he's
It
just
sounded cool in my head.
He's so out of his depth. You know? It's like he.
Albie's not said anything. Albie, what's the game you've been playing, man? Come on, like, what's that you've been doing?
I'm just like a lost kid with a balloon, just looking for my mum. Just like,
It's like
what the fuck's going on?
But yeah, Albie, what games have you been playing lately, buddy?
The only game, The Last of Us 2. That is literally all I have been playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Jesus. I can
I'm
see.
assuming that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That good?
Yeah. It's like having a wank, but and then regretting it afterwards because you got all the mess. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, the ultimate feeling of being a man, the duality of man.
Yeah.
Me wank, me sad now.
Still got your cock in hand, just like,
Oh dear.
Me
Oh.
sad. Me clean.
Why do you think it's like? Why do you say air? Like you're sort of on the fence.
Well, because I can see where.
I've heard
Yeah.
many same reviews.
Yeah, same.
Don't want to spoil it. Really don't want, because I want people to go and
I mean,
experience it for
I'm not going to
themselves.
play it anyway, but
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for the people listening because
Yeah,
it's
true,
just
course, yeah.
I feel like people are going to come. I think it's just an initial outrage that people are having when they fully play the game and fully understand it. I feel like with movies, they come back a year or two later and go, "Yeah,
I wasn't.
Well, look at like John Carpenter's The Thing. When that came out, everyone thought it was trash, and now it's like a staple of horror movies. So,
Yeah.
they're going to
Yeah.
come back and realize." But
Is The Thing the movie with the guy who was Finn in the new Star Wars films, or is that?
No.
No. The Thing
that's
came
the
out in '82.
No,
I'm
I'm
pretty sure.
thinking.
Jesus.
Oh,
I'm
you're
thinking
about John Boyega.
I'm
You're
talking
thinking-
about. I'm thinking
yeah.
Attack the Block.
Attack the
Yeah,
Block.
that's
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
that was a classic.
Very different films. Same concept, but very differently executed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Another Hood's a good film. That's a good
Yeah.
film.
yeah.
But I
Kid
can-
Elwood.
going back to The Last of Us, I can understand why people were pissed off. I was pissed off and like fucking emotional with it because I was just like, oh fuck. But
Is this the gender politics side of it? Because I've heard mixed things. I've heard that there's a big presence of gender politics in it, and I've heard that there's none at all. Like I don't understand. Because is it just people being stupidly outraged because like Ellie's a lesbian, which means nothing, you know? So it's like
people understand. Like you
Isn't
knew that
that-
from the first game. The whole DLC.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's understood
Right.
from the start.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
like, people were upset that you're playing as Ellie, but it's like but nobody complained when you played as her in the DLC, or
no.
the fact that
Or
you
the first
played her in the first game as well. So it's like,
Isn't there literally a lesbian awakening in the first game? What she realizes. and
well,
there's, like, a
she's-
Well, no,
scene.
she's always
yeah, she's with her best friend, and
Yeah.
she's like they're into each other, and like they have a kiss, and that is literally it. That's as far as it goes.
What's people's
But-
problem with that? Like,
Oh, I know. I think people are upset because there is possibly, and I don't know because I've not played it, but there's possibly a gender fluid character or something in The Last of Us 2, and people are upset that because it's now like 30 years into the apocalypse, like why is this going on? And it's like, well, like why does it matter? Why are you that bothered about it?
Well, it's
So-
like- and it's-
why would 30 years into an apocalypse change a
Exactly.
biological thing that determines whether or not you like men or women or both or everything?
Exactly.
Or none, or-
Yeah. I
It's not-
don't understand.
What do they think? What politics has gone and everything's fucked. So of course everybody's straight now.
It's 2020.
Everyone's
It's,
straight, everyone's white.
If you go too far left, you're going to get witch hunted by the right. If you go too far right, you're going to get witch hunted by the left. It's you can't win.
You really
But
can't.
that's what I'm saying. I agree with Albie's statement that I think people are probably like blowing this all up because they're like because it's current and they want to be upset about it. But I reckon when it's been a year or so, people are going to look back and be like, right, well, why was I upset about that? Maybe this is just a good game. Like I was upset about
Literally-
something ridiculous.
In every MMO, I purposely play a woman and purposely headcanon that she's a lesbian.
Oh, there
It's
you
good.
go.
I think it's
I
empowering
don't
as well.
understand why. I like that. Like that's hot, right? Why is
I
it
think
not
something.
hot?
I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
think something's awakening it within Michael. I think he's just like
Yeah,
trying to go out to us right
I
now.
am a lesbian.
He's a lesbian. Oh,
He's a lesbian.
well, congratulations for coming
Well
out
done,
to us,
buddy.
man. We support you.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, there's nothing wrong with being a lesbian, obviously, and at the very least,
Of course not. Yeah.
women that are playing as Ellie surely are going to think nothing, and then the men are surely going to think, well, I hope to see her kiss someone. Like, why are people complaining?
Yeah, it's like a win-win situation for like everyone. I don't know. There is people out there that are always going to want to be upset about something, and that's unfortunately that's just the sad truth of it. There is always going to be people that are going to complain about something ridiculous. But I mean, I guess the best thing to do is just like shut up, tell them to shut up and get on with it. Really, and it's just.
But I do think that
Just don't play it if you're upset. It's as simple as, you know.
I do think it's empowering though that there's a representation of a lesbian character or a female main character because we don't get them enough in video games. It's always a male, male. It's nice.
Yeah,
Makes a change, and it also because it is still hard in 2020 for people to still come out as lesbian, gay, or whatever what they are.
Yeah.
So with a lesbian character as the main front runner of a game, they might find it a bit easier to come out because they're like, okay, they relate to Ellie.
The more,
it's empowering
icons,
figures.
The more icons, like whether it be a celebrity, a character you like in a show, that have these affinities, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like you say, it will make it easier because someone's going to look at that character and they're going to be like, I love that character. Like some people, like they really get into characters, and if they can love that character, then they might like think, all right, well, I'm okay with what I am then, and I can tell people now.
Yeah. The thing is, there's a lot of boomers as well that are upset that because there's lesbian characters and things like that, they're worried, that it's going to turn their child lesbian. But it's like.
God, the only thing that's spreading in The Last of Us is the fucking infection.
It's like
not lesbianism.
Let your child figure that out on their own. You can't choose what they're going to grow up like. Let them figure it out.
It's like they think that they're going to play it. Go, well, I have to be a lesbian now. But
Exactly.
Even if that happened, they would go to
the vagina.
The truth of it is if you have a daughter or so and they play the game and it does awaken something, then sorry, boomer parent, your daughter was always a lesbian because it's just awakened that they were.
It would have just taken longer.
Exactly.
Married a man and then realized she was gay in her 40s.
Pretty much,
exactly. Yeah, there you go. It's just life. Just get on with it, you know.
But going back to other games that I'm playing at the moment, I'm playing Death Stranding as well. That is very fucked up.
Sponsored by Monster.
I love it. Yeah.
You drink a lot of Monster in it. There you go, he's in the pocket with him. Look, he's in pocket with Konami.
What's better?
Hello, boys.
What's better, LB? Death Stranding right now or The Last of Us 2?
Last of Us 2. I cried at the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where are you? Have you finished it already?
No, I'm 4 hours in and I literally cried at the game because I was sitting there.
Isn't 4 hours in like 2 hours before the end? I don't think the game's that long, is it?
The game's 21 hours long.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a playthrough of the whole game that was 6 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably someone speedrunning, playing it on an easier difficulty, maybe.
Yeah. The game's about 21 hours long.
21 hours isn't too bad. I was just assuming it'd be short. How long was the first one?
The first one was very long. Like the first one was
the first one was
long. Long because I don't really like calling games this, but it is like an interactive movie, and so it does feel really long. But they did it right in The Last of Us, I think, purely because they've got such a great soundtrack and they set the tone really well.
Yeah,
I'm more of a fan of like physics-based games that let you play them straight away and stuff. So, and to say the fact that I enjoyed The Last of Us was like really something different for me.
In other words, Jake's saying that he has a very, very short attention span.
I do.
Simple.
I can't. Robbie gets annoyed with me because whenever we play anything, I say I don't read the tutorials because I'm just too impatient.
Unless there are anime titties.
There you go.
Or you're cracking someone over the head with a rock with your cock hanging out.
There you go. Exactly. So I like games that just drop you in it and let you play them straight away. And if they've got fun momentum and physics, then like that's all I need really.
That's why we've been really enjoying Moving Out.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly.
I've seen that.
Moving out.
Moving out.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorite games is Dark Souls because it drops you in it. That's what I was going to ask you guys. When you play a game, I have like a philosophy that whenever I play a new game, I play it on the hardest difficulty straight away.
Yes.
Purely because I feel like you get the most out of it.
Yes.
Like
yes.
you have
yes.
to learn to get good at it,
No, I
and you
disagree.
get more
Yes.
out of the gameplay.
Yes.
And then when you
Yes.
go back, if you play it on a lower difficulty, you're a master at the game. So it's like
I've played the difficult you want to play.
I'm not shunning people for playing lower difficulties. I'm just saying I get the most. I feel like I get the most money out of it because I get longer gameplay. I get better at the game, and it's just more an enjoyable experience for me. Apart from The Last of Us 1, when they did the remaster, they released a difficulty with it that was near impossible. It took me forever to complete it.
I've had this with so many people recently, actually, like where people are like, "Why do you do that?" Because I purposely, when I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there wasn't a hard mode. There was easy and normal. And so I purposely didn't go to ins that give you level boosts to self-impose a hard mode. And people are like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, it's
just
fun.
the way you enjoy it. Yeah.
It's fun.
I tell you, I'm not a fan of that though. I mean, it's ironic considering one of my favorite game series is Devil May Cry, but I hate it when a game makes you complete it to unlock the hard mode. It's like, just give us like the hard mode to play from straight away, you know?
Yeah. Devil May Cry was my previous favorite game of all time before Xenoblade took the place.
Which one did you prefer the most?
I have most people wouldn't agree with me, but I'd say my favorite was 4.
Oh, 4, yeah, 4 was my favorite as well. So
a lot of people.
Most people say 3, and
Most people say 3.
3 is great, but
3's great.
If I had to rank them in order, it would probably go 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 2. I did 2. I didn't really enjoy 2.
I haven't played 5 yet.
Oh, 5's really good. The story feels a bit weird.
Did you like DMC Devil May Cry the remake, Owl?
Do you know what? I hated the Dante because he was a smug prick. I enjoyed the gameplay.
I didn't like the Dante. A lot of people threw the game out because of him. But the thing is, the gameplay
is great. Yeah, it's so fun. Like I love the whole orientating between the angel sort of weapons and the devil weapons, or whatever it is. So I found that aspect of it really fun.
Do you remember the boss where it's like a disco and then you had to be angel or demon, or the floor would hurt you?
Yeah, exactly. You had to switch between them, and then they would put the what are they called? The like demon things that you have to fight them as a demon mode or as angel mode. Yeah, and then they would put like alternating ones in.
Yeah, one of my favorite bosses I've ever done in any game is fighting the giant digital head of the news reporter.
Oh yeah, Bob Barbus. That's his name, isn't it? Barbus. Yeah.
I was going to call him Bob Ross, and I was like,
Bob Ross. Today we're going to have a nice digital disco battle.
It was that boss. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is. I thought that's why that game was fun because that was the easiest one I completed. Dante Must Die on. Because I thought the game just wasn't too difficult.
You played it in the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, the game's not hard enough." And I was
compared
like,
to the other Devil May Cries, I don't think it is, but it's fun because it's just a hack and slash.
I agree that the game's not hard enough, but when you do the hardest difficulty, that is actually a little bit like a new type of challenge.
Because you get hit once, you die, but they all have normal health. That's
exactly.
Albert, you don't know about this?
No.
Every Devil May Cry has a difficulty called Dante Must Die, where you get hit once, you die, but all the enemies have the hard modes
and
health.
They have
difficulty.
They have mixed waves as well, I think.
Yeah,
which is
they do. They throw the hardest demons at you at the start of the game.
Instead of it's consistently difficult instead of growing in difficulty like the game is regular. But the thing is, what I liked about Dante Must Die in that game is that the bosses felt more like they would surprise you.
Yeah.
Whoa, and I'm dead.
It was.
But yeah, I'd say 4, 3, DMC Devil May Cry.
Oh, I didn't even include that one on my list. I forgot.
1 and then 2. 2's the worst I've played. It's
2 is just 2 was not even fun difficult. It was just enemies were annoying.
The thing I liked about Devil May Cry 4, and I think the main reason I decided it was better than 3, is that the game makes you go through it and then backwards.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Yeah.
really cool because
Really?
it tells you some
You go
story,
through the game as Nero, and then you come back as Dante.
come back as Dante.
Yeah.
And that allows you to feel his story and then feel Dante's perspective and then it lays plot lines and then fulfills them as you come back through.
Yeah, I'm actually playing through Devil May Cry 4 again right now. I've got it on the computer, and I love it because it's literally you play as Nero and he's sort of like the edgy kid and he like beats like some like demons and that. But when you get to play as Dante for the second half of the game, the first mission like bio, every mission has like a bio for that mission. It just says come to grips with the legendary power of the legendary devil hunter or something. And then like you literally like Dante's just insane to play compared to Nero. He just feels so much stronger in that. But that's what they were going for because he's meant to be better.
Yeah, and I really like. What was it? When I came back, I remember as Nero, it was kind of half difficult to beat that boss that was it was a giant grass snake thing.
Yeah,
a
giant
woman coming out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a bit like, oh, that was, and they come back as Dante
and you just smash it.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of my way.
That's what it's meant to be like. Because Nero only like hurts them, but Dante comes back and kills them.
One of the hardest fights I've ever done in any video game, and I don't know why I found it so hard because it's just like one of those ones where it's really hard, but then you do it and it's like I can do it every time now. Yeah, and that is the
Abyss Watchers,
the Angel Man,
Credo.
That shit is just insane. There's just so much going on.
It's because he has like so many abilities that just like knock you back and then charge.
You can never get anywhere. There's only a few moments where you can even really damage him properly. Like
the easiest way to beat him is just to, as soon as you stun him, just activate your devil trigger and press B on him, and you do like half his health. That's literally it. But anyway, I'll be sitting there looking so confused.
I've only ever played the demo of Devil May Cry. I haven't got a Scooby.
They're great.
When did you start playing games, Albie? In your life, because it sounds like you missed the early 2000s.
I had a PS1.
I think with that, it's just like there's just so many games.
Yeah, everyone has like a staple game. It's like you, Rob. Like you like.
I love Dynasty Warriors.
Been playing Dynasty Warriors, and you've just been playing a PlayStation 1 game you played from your childhood called Battle Hunter.
No one's
never heard of it, but it looks fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll re-edit my question then. What is it
what games did you play?
That we're talking about now.
Because for me, it was Zelda and Devil May Cry. Like they were like the main ones.
RuneScape and
RuneScape. Yeah. See, me and Michael were sort of on like the same wavelength of like anime games and like JRPGs and those sort of old school games. But what sort of ones did you play out with?
I had Ratchet and Clank.
That's good.
Simpsons. Hit and Run.
Yeah, sick.
The old Call of Duties used to play a lot of COD, a very lot of COD. But I think everyone did.
I only played them for their stories. I remember that.
I respect the old COD for what it was then. It was a good opener for what I think is the best online FPS experience, and that is Siege. Siege is the best online
brilliant
FPS experience. We talked about this in the last podcast with Charlie, and now we're talking about it again now. Honestly, Albie, how many more times do you need to be told to play this game?
Do you know what? The best thing about it, but they need to fix it right now, but the best thing about the game that went on its release that baffled, I thought was amazing, is its sound system. It's like literally like the different flooring types. If you're walking on wood, if you're below them, you can hear like the dunk, dunk as they're walking above you. But then if they walk on like tarpaulin, it muffles the sound of their footsteps. Yeah. So if you like crouch walk on carpets and that, you can sneak up on your enemy.
We didn't even go into that in the last podcast. We were talking to him about the hyper tactics, like pixel peeking and that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Like the sound is almost real, and that becomes a very important part of whether or not you're good. Honestly, like. You two, Charlie, me, and you, Albie, just need to go in and play the game.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Siege either, don't worry.
We should. We should. Like, oh my god.
Ubisoft will throw you in some things. Whatever. Sponsor us, please.
What's the squad?
Tasty loots.
What's the squad size? What's the squad? 5.
Yeah.
That's exactly the amount of people that have spoke about this so far. Yeah. We should all go in and play. Well, it's so much fun when you're with 5 people.
Exactly. We've just started playing this 5-man. We've got a full 5-man squad, and you win so many more games as a 5-man. It's because it is a game solely based on communication.
The thing with the Ubisoft has done really well is when they released the game, they made some operators like self-sufficient. Like you don't need teammates to you can do everything. Because for Albie, if you haven't really, if you don't really know, and the people that listen don't really know, is operators, the characters you play tend to have they fall into roles of what they have to do. You have breach, hard breachers, and you have fraggers, the people that are just designed to just basically kill,
and then healers.
And just sort of support and stuff.
And then you've got your special stuff like Glaz and Kavera with their snipers and their invisibility and all that.
But they'll fall into a role, a job type you need to do.
So the bigger that you need to build a squad that is flexible around these roles, but gets because you if they're picking a certain site that has a wall that's always reinforced, you need to pick a hard breacher and somebody who helps you breach that wall, like Thatcher or something.
I think they did an incredible job of making sure that every single operator has a place in the game. There's one operator I banned from every situation. I hate it. Whenever I played in a 5 squad, I banned anyone from picking it, and that's Castle, because it just ruins everything.
Castle, that's interesting. Yeah. Do you play on console or PC?
PC.
You do play on PC, yeah. That's an interesting one.
The problem with Castle is that if you don't know exactly where to put them on every single map, people get stuck.
I thought you were banning him for being too good to play against, but he I know what you mean. He's frustrating if you close off a rotation between sites.
But Albie, I don't know if you know this, but in the the word escapes me. League play, whatever they call their league
Pro
play.
League,
right?
In that, you get to ban an operator. Each team gets to ban an operator, and that means that either
you can do that now in ranked.
That's what I'm saying.
I
couldn't remember.
Sorry,
ranked is the word I couldn't get my mind to get around. You can ban an operator, which means you can't play it and they can't play it, and then they can do the same. And that's a big part of ranked as well, banning ones that cause problems. And normally, everybody just bans Kavera. I never understand why people ban it, because everybody's terrible at playing her anyway.
Most people are, but it's
she's a game changer.
The reason she's banned is because you can possibly have that one Ashe player on your team, the Ashe main, that runs in by themselves, who's also terrible and just gets herself killed. That's why. That's why I like playing 5-man, because if you play 4-man with a randomer, that randomer always thinks they're bloody James Bond or something and picks them up and just sprints in and dies. And then I love it. They dive in about 10 seconds and then they just put in the group chat team ?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mains are Glaz, but I run frags instead of smokes.
Oh, so I used to.
He got frag grenades in it.
Yeah.
I run frags because what I do is I get the P, whatever it is, the really powerful pistol.
The PMX.
Yeah, the PMX, and I literally just I duck a little grenade in there, and then I go around to a window, just bang, 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 bang with my pistol, and then I run down strafe hallways. It's disgusting. Yeah. And then also I play Doc because his gun's amazing.
See, we hate Doc.
We ban
He
Doc
needs
every
so
time.
bad. Doc should not have an ACOG.
Fuck that.
Because they can take so much damage.
He should either remove the ACOG. They should either remove the ACOG or remove his ability to heal himself entirely.
Yeah, self-healing.
When did you? I say, Michael. When did you start playing Siege? Was it?
Must have been about a year ago.
Because me and Rob missed the old Siege.
A year and a half ago, actually, I'd say.
Yeah, because in the old Siege, ranked, because you have only 3 minutes per round in ranked. It used to be 4. And we also think that, obviously, you speak differently if you disagree, Rob, but I'm pretty sure.
No, I fully agree. I need to bring it back. Is
that defenders should not have ACOGs, because the whole point of Siege is for attackers to strategically get in and obviously stop the defenders. And the whole point of the defenders is to set up traps and to catch out attackers coming in. Well,
kind of,
because there was less operators and less ACOGs in the game. Because the only on the release of the game, the only people who were in it were the 4-mans. You've got 2-man for each new season, right? You get 2 new operators.
The only reason I disagree with that, reason, is because of Pulse. Because with ACOGs, if they don't have ACOGs to defend themselves on pixel peaks, you are going to kill everyone without even having to try if there's a pulse.
That's the point with like the new deployable shields and that as well. It's like there's counters to this. It's that's what old Siege used to be. It used to be very hunkered down and like wait for the attackers to come up with a unified plan to like attack, like to hard breach.
I guess what you want is to stop roaming from even being a thing on the defending.
Kind of.
I think roaming's fine when it's inside. I don't like
what I think what Jake's trying to get at is basically defenders should be excel at close quarter combat because they're defending a room.
Yes.
Whilst attackers should be excel at long range combat.
Catch them out through windows with snipers.
I definitely agree to take the ACOGs off defenders, but you'd have to buff most of their guns. So it's a case of like, you can totally kill them if you can get the pixel peek and they're standing in a shit position. But if you get near them, you either have to be.
You're in their domain.
That's the thing. I think just
you're in their domain.
I think just taking off the ACOGs is the perfect nerf because in that game, SMGs that defenders majorly have outrange assault rifles, which is backwards. It should be for longer ranges. It should be assault rifles, and SMGs should be close quarter combat. But like, for example, the MP5, I think that's Doc's gun.
I think the
MP5 is so.
I think
strong.
The only reason that's the case is because of the fact that headshots are instant. So
exactly.
You get the headshot. You could literally use, what's that gun that I used to use it on? Is his name Echo? The gun he has, the one that just goes like. Brrr, like aim it at their feet. If you aim it at their feet from the end of a corridor and go, brrr, it just hits them in the head. Like the recoil kills them in there.
So Albie, if you don't know, in Siege it has a one shot headshot mechanic where no matter what gun you're using, no matter from how far away, if you hit them in the head, it's an insta kill.
Yeah,
no matter what,
and that can be done through multiple. That can be done through multiple walls as well.
The sad thing is, Michael, is I'm not sure you know about it, old Siege as well. Shotguns used to be the best thing in the game because shotguns, they have a mechanic that obviously they have like a pellet mechanic. When you shoot them, it spreads, right?
So one of those bullets is always going to hit the head.
Exactly. They used to be if one of those hit you in the head, it counts as a headshot. So you could just 1v5 with shotguns. From like the range of shotguns used to be insane.
Do you want that back?
No,
God no.
No,
Frost,
I was going to say I don't want that.
Super 90. She used to 1v5, but
sniper.
I mean, I had like 6 aces.
The sniper shotgun.
That's what
the first DLC operator they released is two people called Buck and Frost is a defender that has a shotgun that's called the Super 90. But because back then shotguns are so extremely strong, she could take you out from across the map.
I imagine
people dubbed it the Sniper 90 because you would just use it as like a sniper rifle. But it just high rapid fire, high spread. It was hilarious.
I imagine because of the spread, all you'd have to do is literally just aim around their feet really far away, and then one of them
you just hit fire.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, you just run. Like for example, it's like Valkyrie. She has the Spas 12. She was just as bad. When she got released and Valkyrie first come out, she would just run around the map and just literally assault people head on with a shotgun.
Depending on the map, I instead of Doc, basically if it's a small map with tight corners, I play Doc because that ACOG is just no one's getting near the point. But if it's like an open map, like for example the hotel one, I'd normally play Valkyrie or Echo to try and get feedback information to my
that is
extremely important.
Intel is king.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to the Frost. There was nothing scarier because back then a lot of it was quite slow firing weapons at the start. In like season 0, the start of the game, there was like every weapon was quite slow firing, especially shotguns. Every shotgun was a pump action shotgun, and they weren't exactly that loud. But when they released Frost with the Sniper 90, there's something about the sound. You're just running towards the building.
Sound
and you're like, she was coming, and she was going fucking force. Like, she was coming to kill you.
Your ass just starts twitching. You're like, fuck.
Here's the question. How many black ices do you guys have?
Too many.
No, that's not
I've got 2.
I think I've got like 4, but they're all on operators I don't play.
In my first 2 weeks of playing, I got 3 on my main 3 operators.
Bloody hell.
What ones? Like what?
I have. I used to play Bandit. I got it on his.
I've got it on Bandit.
I've got it on I just can't remember. It's been in like 6 months since I've even loaded the game up.
Jesus.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think I have it on. It's not Glaz. Glaz doesn't have it, does he?
Yeah.
Glaz has it.
Every base game op has the.
Yeah.
Oh, so Albie, in case you don't know, is Black Ice is basically a skin.
I was thinking so.
It was only released at the very start of the game,
And
it's
like
super nice to
It's
have.
super rare, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful skin.
Oh, it's
The only
gorgeous.
skin that even comes close to it is either one of the gem skins or like the.
Yeah.
oil-
I've got a
oil
really
skins.
nice. I've got a really nice legendary skin that I didn't even know was in the game, and it's universal for every weapon. It's like I've run it on all my guns. It's like white, but it's got like golden tiger stripe. on
Oh
it.
yeah, I have that
It's a
one as well,
really
yeah.
nice skin.
It's nice.
Yeah. But,
I used
yeah.
to. Would he have it on the PMX? I don't think he would because that's not.
Yeah,
his-
I think it goes on most guns. I think there's only been a certain.
It's only
few you
DLC
can't
guns
get
that
on.
don't have Black Ice, really.
Yeah.
Every gun, I'm pretty sure every base game gun has the Black Ice skin.
Oh, you could definitely get the black ice on the
BMM.
Russian. Oh, yeah, because I have it on bandits.
I think
main
I might have
weapon.
it on
I have
that.
it on Buck.
7.
I have it on Wamayan IQ.
I think I have it on Echo Shotgun.
Oh, that's
Shooter, yeah.
Supernova.
And I think I have it on the PMX as well. I think
Yeah.
they're the 4 I have.
And I also bought one of the gem skins, and I like oil spill. Looks nice on a lot of
Yeah.
things.
That sounds nice. I have no clue what you're talking about with Siege.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
He's been seeing it for like a solid 40 minutes, just like,
Yeah.
I'm a lost
Albie.
puppy.
I'll make
Albie,
your eyes
do
straight to
you-
Siege, and he's like,
Yeah.
Albie, in case this just comes up again, because it will, you need to play it today
Yeah.
or tomorrow. Or,
I haven't
do you
got
have
the
time today?
No, I haven't.
Do you have time tomorrow?
No.
Do you have time tomorrow?
No.
When are you free next?
Probably next week.
Uh,
Next
Actually
week-
sit down and play games.
Next week we're sieging it, and if you need to, just record it so you can have an excuse to not make a video on anything else.
Well, that's the thing with YouTube. People think like, oh, you play a load of games in your free time. It's like, no, literally the games you see me play are the games I play because I have no free time because it takes up all
Yeah,
my
exactly.
free time.
Yeah, that is very relatable. Yeah.
What?
So that's what ends up happening. Like The Last of Us, I will be smashing that out, and I'm trying to record that every
Okay.
moment I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Kat said she'll play with us, so you can have a gamer girl in your video.
Oh, we got one of those in our group chat the other day as well. We got a gamer girl on Siege.
Gamer girl.
And literally, she joined, and then the first thing I said to her was, her name was Stealth Lab, and I just went on the mic and said, "Do you believe in a 2-state solution?" And she just got confused about what I was talking about.
What is that? Like, I don't know what that is, but is that like some kind
Israel,
of like,
Palestine.
right?
No.
So like just people at war with themselves.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a civil war, but they're trying to sort of.
It's
two-state
Israel
solution
is a
to solve
country, and the Palestinians believe they have like right to the land because it was theirs before, but then the
Right.
Israelites say they were there. Let's not get into
Yeah,
Israel,
that's
Palestine.
We don't like this video's not getting monetized anyway, but let's just in case it does.
Yeah,
No, I'm
just-
joking.
It's not so much about being
Yeah.
monetized, more about being actually witch hunted.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause
You might be dead.
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah, we've
Probably.
got,
The last we might
covered-
hear from you is from you being blown up in a drone.
viewers, we are ignorant. We don't take any stance on Israel or Palestine because we are not smart enough.
Yeah.
So there you
yeah,
go.
we've
We'll let the
spoken.
politicians sort that one out.
We've spoken about third world politics, and now lesbians.
Yeah.
We need to. There's one other thing we need to stay away from though. Let's not go there.
Oh no. What?
Oh yeah.
If we go there, then we've got all three, and we're gonna get killed in our sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
The unholy trinity.
Tragic.
But you do need to play it, and if you have to, like I said, make a video on it, because then you'll be able to take the time instead of worrying about I've got to make this video on this game. Because
Then,
trust me,
yeah, all the comments will be angry comments about how you suck at the game as well. So
Yeah,
it'll be
probably,
fun.
no, not everybody, not everybody can be Marley.
Yeah.
Nobody can be me, Marley.
No, he's brilliant. But then again, that's because he plays casual player a lot, isn't it? Like you very rarely see him play ranked,
I think
and that's
what's
because
I
he
probably
can
not,
just have fun.
I
and
think
casual.
what makes him so good is the fact that he probably spends a lot of time off camera trying to kill people in stupid ways.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
When you become good at killing people with handicaps, you killing people when you're actually trying is just not.
Yeah, it's less of a task. Yeah, exactly. But sometimes, like when you watch a Marley video, you just wonder, like, are the people he's playing with, like, do they only have half a brain?
Yeah,
because they just like sprint straight past him and they're just looking around as if like they've discovered a new world or something.
Yeah, that is the joke. Like, that he's not good. He just gets paired up with people that are stupid. Because he's running around like Marley himself. He's just running around like an idiot.
Yeah.
And then people just go right past him.
Yeah.
And then you've got me. I'm like tryharding, eyes glued to the screen. I'm pixel peeking, and I get killed by the world's best player.
Yeah.
Like
you get killed from like somebody with a pistol or a headshot from across the map, and you're just like, okay, all right, never mind.
It just makes you think, like, how do people get so goddamn lucky?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But going back
where's he from? Is he from England? Oh, go on. No, don't worry. We'll get off this.
I feel we spoke about Siege for a long while.
I was going to be saying, like, YouTube is really time consuming. Like, Robbie and Jake, you could probably relate to this more, like, because you post content as well. And just like how time consuming it is, and even like just coming up with.
For sure. But it's everything. It's from setting up. Like, when you start, do you want to record? It's like, get the mic arms out, set everything up, get the mixer ready, check for background noise and everything. Yeah. Like, it's a good like 40 minutes before you even get start recording sometimes. And then there's like,
don't even get started on the
editing. The editing takes forever if you put a lot of effort into it. But I mean, it's like the most disheartening thing is like if like we'll be playing a series or something and something corrupts or goes wrong. It's like, well, we've just lost an episode, and it's like, where do we go from here? Do we just put up the episode after and say at the beginning, sorry?
Do you want to start the argument of Gregory Horror? So we finished our first series, played from the start to finish,
and it was
really good. We was going to start doing like old school PlayStation games of like our childhood, and starting off was Jake starting a game called Gregory Horror Show, which we have episode 1 on our channel. And you're probably wondering why we have episode 1 and that's it. It's because we finished it. We finished the whole series from start to finish. And I was like, all right, Jake, you've got all the videos you need. You can record, you can edit as much as you want. Have at it.
Let me interject just quickly, and it's then that because I just want to put a bit of context.
There we go. You're trying to defend yourself.
No, I tried. My PC, like, my hard drive was like 4, and I was like, I can't edit like this. I'm gonna have to clear my PC off.
No.
And I then deleted my entire recorded series, including the voiceovers, as well as our original Dark Souls series. That's why we've done Queenie Reborn in our latest one. And picked it up well. I deleted about 10 recordings of Dark Souls as well.
What is it you did? So did you go through and manually delete?
No, he just saw the folder.
No, that has a lot. The folder.
He saw it, but that's filled up.
I have 2 locations.
You were manually clearing out large things.
Yeah.
Why did?
Is it in your recycling bin?
Pull it straight out your recycling bin.
No, I had emptied it. It was gone. No, the reason is because I went into it.
You could factory.
No, because I've got no save points. I've got no backups. I'm just not very smart.
I can't remember where I was. I was doing something and I was in a shitty mood doing this thing, and I get a phone call from Jake, and I answered it, and he's like, "Hey man, how are you?" I was like, "I mean, I'm pretty shitty. What about you?" And he goes, I kind of fucked up. And I was like, what have you done? What have you possibly done? And he was like, so I deleted all the Gregory Horror Show. All right, so I'll see you later, okay? Bye. And he just hung up. I just couldn't. I just stood there for like 5 minutes.
I can't remember what I did, but there was, because I didn't just go into the folder and delete the recordings. There was something. I think I just cleaned my SSD. They were on my SSD drive. And I thought I'd already put them on our portable hard drive.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what's right? I got backups. And then I deleted them. And when it was just too late, I was like, no. It's like literally like that instant regret. Like if I'd waited a millisecond longer, I would have realized, because it was literally as I pressed empty recycle bin, I was like, wait, I should probably check if the videos are in the folder.
Yeah.
And then
the folders were too big to go into recycling. So it instantly deleted them.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it was just a heartbreaking moment. Yeah. It's like, all right, well, there's that series gone done.
Exactly. And it's such a shame because it was such a good series.
And it it did.
It was only 10 episodes long as well, a full gameplay.
Yeah,
it was like the YouTuber's dream.
That's good. Yeah.
It wasn't too long. It was perfect. Yeah, everything, it was just everything lined up.
You just deleted the one that was going to give you 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, that
was our claim to fame.
Yeah.
Gone.
All because of you. But
Gregory Horror Show, the ultimate, the PlayStation game from like 2002 that everyone's wanting to watch.
Everyone wants it. Everyone's been asking like, when's Gregory Horror Show? Like, what is it? Like, come on, we need more videos of Gregory Horror Show on YouTube, and we fucked it. We fucked it.
It became a reality. It became a horror show itself.
Wait, why am I saying we? Fuck you, you deleted
I love it. Even in the latest Dark Souls video when I did like the montage at the start for Queenie Reborn, I did also include that. I said that we lost the recording. I did just a sheer effort, I'm afraid. If you're associated with me, it's a we.
Fucking yeah, that's in the liability clause of our contract.
Yeah, it is.
Everything you do is a we.
Yeah, it's a we. You're associated with too, I'm afraid.
Fucking hate it.
But yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like YouTube, it's like we want to do more sketches and stuff, and we've got a lot planned, and we're gonna get into it. I think the hardest thing for us, I'd actually say, is every sketch we have requires like, in a way, a crew, not like, you know what I mean, but like another person to help out.
Yeah, everything you want to. Have you guys ever seen VGHS?
Oh, yes, amazing.
I imagine you just think of something massive like that, and you're like, oh, can't do that. Don't have the money. Don't have the people.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah, we've come up with so many ideas, and we go, like we full on write out, we full on plan it in our heads and stuff, and we tell each other.
These aren't wasted ideas because we do still have.
Yeah, we still have them, but like we get to the end and we go, oh, let's do it. Like we hype ourselves up to do it, and then we go, oh, we can't because we just don't have this. It's one key thing, and we're like, oh.
And our sketches, our latest ones, we've like literally within the last 3 days, we've come up with about 5 new, fully fleshed out, like scripted sort of sketches, and they're ready to be recorded, and they're ones that we finally hit, like we've hit the balance of like minimal props and that for these sketches, but still like they can be high quality, but we aren't going to start releasing them until we've got like 5 or 6 saved up, and then we'll release them weekly and build on them so that we have like a bank in case something like, again, like this pandemic, like if something comes up, we have like recorded videos to release. So
that's really cool. I really like your sketches and that.
Speed up my hangover.
Oh, thanks, man. We'll probably call you up and see if you want to come help us and join in on us.
Yeah, we've got to do a collab or something.
Because I actually had a sketch in mind with you in it. To be honest with you, Albie. So yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you mentioned this, didn't you?
No, I don't think I mentioned. No,
what one am I thinking of?
I can't say anything about I was going to do like some filming with him, like podcasts and stuff. Like that was planned for a while.
Next month, wasn't it? It's meant to be after Post Malone. I was meant to come down.
Because it was going to hang out for like 4 days and like do loads of like just crossover event and stuff like that. But yeah, there was. I thought of one the other day, so I'll message you about that. See if you're interested.
Of
course, I'm interested.
It's just good. The thing is that all we found out with filming is obviously you guys know Mason.
Yep.
All right. Good old Mason. Yeah, our friend Mason.
Mason
from college.
Taylor. Yeah.
Mason Taylor. Yeah.
Big noise. Big noise. Mason.
Yeah. He So we asked him to like, because he was the only one that wanted to even help us for this one sketch that we did. No, it's like a skit, and he is the most non-actor there possible.
He's just very plastic. But he's nervous.
Yeah, and he's
got nothing to be nervous about, dude.
He said that he's not. Literally, he's just so stiff. But he was saying he's not into filming in any way. It's not really his caliber. He doesn't like it. He doesn't watch it, sort of thing, right?
Like I remember asking him to ad-lib something, and he was just like, "It's like, look, dude, like just say whatever, just go off what I'm saying, just like keep it like." And every says, "What's my line? What's my line? What do I say?" It's like, Mason, chill out.
The thing is with that is he came over, we did the filming and stuff like that, blah blah blah, and he even said like he was like, that was just so much fun. It's like because it is. Filming can be so much fun when you're doing it.
I remember when me and Albie did that regrets thing. Did you guys seen that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I don't think I have.
That was awesome. Like everything about it just felt so. I don't know, like
fun.
It just sends a vibration for you.
It gets your hair stand. You're like, oh, that's so good.
That is what like I would call content creator energy.
Yeah,
it's like like sometimes when I sit down to record Dark Souls, I know before we even start, it's like, am I feeling this today?
Yeah,
and then it's like I'm like, yes, I'm like I've got that mood to record. Sometimes I will get ready to record and think, No, I've not.
We have that, though.
yeah, so
We have
I
that.
can't do this right now because I'm just
some
not
days.
in the middle
in the
of
zone.
yeah.
And then we'll do something like a warm up, or just have a joke about something. You've got to get like
In
the
that
comedic
mindset,
exercises going. Get your
Yeah.
brain rolling
because that's what we
there's
have
some-
that we have that connection where it's like if I'm in the mood, I'm like, fuck, I really want to record. I'm pumped up. Let's go. I feel like I'm witty.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on point today. Jake, you ready? And if he's like, no, I'm not ready. I don't feel it today. I'll just be like, all right, we won't do it because
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and force content. Like,
because there is like one, like also episodes in what we've done, like a gameplay where we've done like 2 gameplays for, and you can tell that we've sort of
we're not with it.
we're sort of like.
The
You do
viewers
like
are
an
instantly
episode
there.
and it's just a bit lethargic, and it's sometimes it feels like you're trying, like when you're recording, it feels like you're trying too hard to really like squeeze it. It's like just put it down,
stop.
come back and do it when you're in the mood.
Feel it, yeah.
Like
So and that's
Yeah.
kind of where we're at. We're not like, lately. We haven't really been talking about recording games. We've been more just talking about sketches and doing live action stuff. So that's where our mind's at. So if
That's
we're to
cool.
sit down and record a game, we're not in that mindset to be comedic for the game. But we're in because we're in the mindset of being like filming comedy, like them sort of sketches. So
yeah,
then just run
Yeah.
with it. Because you're just, like you said, you just sit there and just be like, oh, fuck this. I'm not feeling this. Nah.
we're like, oh, I'm just not feeling it, and then we'll just like just get up and walk away. We're like, I'm sorry, I can't.
yeah,
I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, I have that a few days.
So
I had that Saturday, actually. I had a bunch of stuff recorded, so I was fine for the Saturday, but I just woke up, was like, okay, I'll record today. I went to go to record, and I was like, no, I'm just going to chill out.
Nah.
It's what today's gonna be.
yeah. You've got to have those days, otherwise you burn yourself out. And then,
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Because enough stress trying to upload every day at like 6 o'clock, trying to consistently
Yeah.
pump out
The
stuff.
fact that you have a consistent upload time is I give you credit because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I just could not set myself like I need to upload this by 6 o'clock. Like if I'll upload it when I feel like it's ready, when I'm sat down, like I'm done with this, it needs to go up. I feel happy with this. Off it goes.
yeah.
Like I don't know if I feel like there's something that would just like ruin it for me if I'm like I need to get this done by 6 o'clock. So I give you so much credit that you can do that, get it out by 6, and still remain like.
I guess it just takes away the fun for some people. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it's still-
deadlines.
yeah, I still find
Makes
it
it feel
really,
like a
really chill.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I
think it is as
applaud
well.
you for finding it fun and keeping
Yeah,
it deadline.
exactly.
We just crumble under that. We
Yeah.
just as soon as we
Like-
set ourselves deadline, we just sort of just like we just lose everything.
Exactly.
We lose all motivation.
I think the other thing of it as well is mine and your editorial process. It's we love to heavily edit our stuff,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
sometimes
absolutely.
like it can just take so much. Like because the way I see it as well is I like to expand my editorial skills.
Yeah.
using it. So I will be editing something and I'll think, right, well, how am I going to do this edit? And then I will spend hours just looking up and learning how to do that edit. I mean, and then in the future, I can just do it quickly. But that's what a lot of our editing takes longer because we just think
we learn.
right, we're going to
every
learn to
episode
do
we learn
something new
So like,
now.
if you look at our first videos, they are the most blandest edits because
Like,
we
just
was
some
like learning,
simple
like, we
zooms
learned
and
that.
stuff,
And if
but-
you look at our
yeah.
latest videos, you'll realize that for every video we've picked up a new edit, a new way of editing,
Yeah,
or we've just perfected the old one.
exactly. And all these skills can be transferred to when we're editing our live action stuff
Yeah.
as well. And it's, just for better cinematography and such. So I suppose
cool.
that's what it is. We enjoy the learning as much as we do the uploading. So
Yeah.
that's why our videos have sometimes, sometimes you can have a video that goes up day after day. Then sometimes we'll have a week break. And
Yeah,
it's just
we
because
just-
we're working on something
We're
else.
working on something, and then we're like editing it, and we're just learning new stuff, and it is fun.
Yeah. It's
It's
just
good. It's a
finding
good
the
hobby.
balance of what people enjoy is what
Yeah.
we're sort of testing the waters.
And
with.
we have noticed that our live action stuff pops so much
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
everyone watches our live action stuff. So
Yeah,
So
that
that's
one you
what-
did. When your friend cooks for you, was it the one?
oh
Yeah.
yeah. When
Yeah,
your friend
that
cooks,
one.
yeah.
Don't let you think of you. Yeah,
That was our second one we ever did,
It
but
was,
it's our
yeah.
first live action we uploaded because we have one before that, but we haven't uploaded it. So
Yeah.
really,
Oh.
I
Yeah, but
need
you
to
could
re-edit
react
it.
to that later on or something down the line. You could
Yeah.
be like, well, this was our first one, but
Well,
Yeah.
things our first one's really good. It's just
I need to re-edit. No, I'm not happy with it.
No, I'm not happy with because there's a difficult edit in it.
Yeah,
but
now that I know how to do it now, I would easily just smash out that edit because I didn't know back then when we did it. I didn't know how to do this one edit that was crucial to the skit. But if I was to do it now, which I'm saying I want to re-edit, I would smash it and I would do like, I know exactly. I can think of it right now how to do that edit. So I'm going to go back and do it and we'll probably upload it. Yeah. But yeah, if you look at the fucking the cook one, don't let your friends cook for you. Look at that, and then look at the difference of the day in life of TEABREAK, that sketch. Where it's like
look at the editorial differences.
Completely different. Like, we learned so much, and we completely changed the whole style. And it's just like the new things we added, and it's just like perfecting. And we got, I would say, we improved tenfold.
Yeah, and we're always improving as well. So
and
because I even said to Michael with that day in the life, I said, like, look, they've changed this completely up. Instead of doing like a normal day in the life camera thing, they had like a different approach to it, and I found that really, really cool.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That was fun. Yeah, that was a fun day doing that. We did
it all down a whim. There was no script for any of that.
That was all.
Robbie was coming up because we were planning on recording something, and I remember just saying to him, I was like, man, I want to record something live action today. I was like, like a mockumentary, and he was like, well, what, you got any ideas? And I said, no, fuck it. Just turn the camera on. We'll just do it. And that was literally it. Yeah.
100% improv. So, we'll stand there and go, all right, what's next? And
like literally
then
let's
do this scene, and we'll do like the under the cover scene where he's crying.
Like the first,
all right, how about this?
Exactly. Like the first thing we recorded was the scene where I'm sitting there, and they were like, why do you do TEABREAK? And I'm just for the children. God used to be in these lands. Just talking shit.
Have either of you heard of a YouTube channel called what are they called? Sugar Pine 7?
Sugar Pine 7. That is a huge
inspiration for us.
Yeah, I was going to say you have that sort of like. I always loved how they did that. It was like they had a podcast and they had like a company, but the company's not even a real company because the company is the company is the fact that they're making the videos, but within the videos, the company is just this company that has, you don't even know what they're even meant to be doing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You don't know meta, it's so meta, and like you don't know if it's real, fake. Then their podcasts, even their podcasts are a little bit like. I love everything about what they did, and it does seem like that's the sort of direction you're going.
If you've not heard of Sugar Pine 7, check them out. I mean, they were no longer around anymore because they got fucked over by Rooster Teeth. But
I've heard a massive thing about that.
Oh yeah, but they created something that was truly unique and nothing like it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I can reveal this now because Rob's given me the nod.
Anything. You looked at me and went, "Can I?" And I went, "What?" And you just okay.
Well, can I?
Yeah.
All right, I can. Thank you.
Or would you have like you've been grumpy?
Remember, if it's a me, it's a we.
No. Tonight we're gonna go to that bar with you. And you just be like, every time I say something, you be like, "Well, you didn't let me do this."
I'm like, "Oh, fuck off." Anyway, speaking of like Sugar Pine 7, we have actually got some written down sort of like thing that's sort of similar, like a alternative lifestyle style of recording, as well as our skits and stuff. We are going to start a hopefully sort of series type thing, but it's just in the works right now, so you can't reveal it. We need obviously a proper camera person.
We do need crew. That's the thing. We need a crew.
We've got the writing started. But it's just now waiting on a crew.
We have the equipment, we have the writing, we have the ideas in our head. We just need, like, every idea, as I was saying, requires someone else to be behind the camera. And everyone we know just don't want to do that. Every one of our friends, they say they support us, which I'm so hopeful. I'm glad that they do support us. Yeah, grateful, that's the word, that they support us. But they don't want to help, like, they don't want to actually be part of it, which is fine. I'm not going to force them, but it's just like so sad that we don't have people that want to be involved in
but I think that'll come with time. I think it's
if you guys can push it to a certain point together, milestone, you'll just have people going, oh, okay, I want to be involved now. You got views or even just random people. You could just hire people that are keen to get into that sort of thing, but they can't get into like the big business. So
of course.
If you if you were making any money out of it,
exactly.
We'll have to definitely. I would feel so bad if someone was like, I want to work for you. I want, or like they just want to they want to work in that field, and we're like, yeah, we'll help you. I feel so bad if we're not paying them. I would not be able to go, sorry, I'll have to
yeah, I don't even like for now at our level. If somebody was going to like do like a day of filming for us, I would at the very least have to like buy them a lunch or something.
You know, so bad. Even when we have friends, like even if we have the odd occasion, because we do have our friend Caitlin who does help us. So shout out to Caitlin.
Yeah,
she does help us, and she's fantastic behind the camera.
She's brilliant.
So good behind the camera. But the only issue is she lives far away. She lives like North London,
Tottenham
and it's just
area.
and she has a full-time job, so it's just a struggle to get her to help us because she's always down to help us. So shout out to her for being such a treasure.
Shout out to Kaylin.
But like, it's just annoying. That it's not perfect that she's not close. She's not down the road. And we're like, "Oh, come help us with this," and she'll be like, "Okay, yeah." So she'll come over and help. It's not that sort of like she can't just do that, and it just sucks that we don't have that. So if we do get someone to like come help us, that'd be awesome.
I've just thought of something.
Yeah, if I was closer.
I was thinking about sugar pie. What's that? No,
I said if I was closer, I would come down and help, but I'm not as close.
Oh, for sure, yeah. That's what I was saying about after the Post Malone concert that we would do like a lot of like collab stuff. We'd do because in that short space of like 4 days of hanging out, we would do loads of things.
Yeah.
So like sort of like, you know, be like, oh yeah, because that's what you do. Because we're both in the same field, we both have the same mindset. So like, why not just help each other out? But it's the distance that just screws us over. But
yeah,
sounds
it's been
good.
an absolute pleasure being on here.
Absolutely fun. Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out to everyone that we've mentioned.
Shout out to Mason Taylor and his
schnoz and his fucking superb robot acting skills. He's like a fucking Terminator.
And his great 3D modeling skills.
Yeah, he has got good 3D modeling skills. And most of all, if you guys, I'm just gonna plug ourselves in because me and Jake are arseholes. Check out TEABREAK. I'm sure Albie will check our thing in the description or something.
If you enjoy us,
we're just another online content creator that just involves in making the most stupid, pointless stuff that will make you wonder why you even watched it. And then you'll press subscribe, and then we'll probably send you some sort of flowers or something.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, if you become popular and then Rooster Teeth approach you turn the fuck off.
After, I used to love Rooster Teeth, but after seeing what they did to my boy, Steven Suptic and Sugar Pine 7, I cannot. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Fuck you, Rooster Teeth.
please sponsor us.
Yeah, please. Can we have a partner program?
Yeah,
we love it really.
At any point, please.
Ubisoft, we talked about Siege enough. Please. Partner program.
If you like content similar to Albie and stuff like that, just check us out, and we'll hope to see you on the.
We hope to see you over on our side.
I don't know. I was just about to say I hope to see you on the flip side.
On the flip side. We'll see you on the flip side, everyone.
Surfs up. Yes. Surfs up. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate both of you coming on. It warms my heart.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
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 See you later.